I will be very happy to do that also. So kindly approach me, you send me, because we have an office here. Mr. Venkatreddy is here, he is a very close friend of mine. He has got lot of connections in Karnataka. He is well known so far as the industry is concerned, and socially also he runs schools. Many of you may not know, we have an hospital here in Central High Hospital in Marthahalli. This one of which I am the chairman, and Dr. Ramani is the managing trustee. Mr. Reddy is also associated with that institution. And so far as the retina cancer is concerned, I can tell you in India is one of the best hospital. And one Ashok Sanmon is there, he is considered to be an expert in the retina cancer treatment. So that way we have establishments also here. So anybody would like to have any help, that way also you can write to me or to Mr. Reddy also. My mail ID is very simple, svb@banari.com. That's all. SVB, small letters, at banari.com. You can always send your enquiries, send your present status, all those things. I would love to hear from you, and certainly I would respond to all your emails. With this, I am extremely happy that we have started this Alumni Association, of which Mr. Lenny Sundarajan has kindly agreed and taken over as the president of this association. Donation is also with them. There are other members. I think I will request Mr. Lenny to introduce their members, and I wish that this chapter, which I think is maybe so far I am concerned, maybe I would say this is first chapter. Though the main alumni parent association is there, still we are not convened a meeting which we will in course of time we will do that, and I am so this will because I would like you to meet often also. Maybe any other funding that required for this chapter also, certainly I will be able to get it allotted. Maybe that has to be done only by your president and the secretary, but I will certainly recommend for that also. With that, I would like you to meet often and exchange views and plan to visit the college. You will find extremely a big change in the infrastructure of the college, the way in which we conducted the classes. Because the CLM method is one thing which I don't think any other college in India, except maybe some IITs are pursuing. That way, there's a total change in teaching, learning process, which everyone have to come and see. And we need, as an alumni, a good relationship. The relationship should be forever, should be there. And it is your institution, don't think it belongs to me. It is always your institution. Not only you, your siblings also might be studying there. Maybe in course of time later on the institution will grow. Maybe your children, you would like to put your children again back in this college, which I hope will happen in course of time. With this, I am extremely happy to congratulate, to greet you, and every one of you present here, and also offer my great and good wishes for the new chapter of Bangalore Alumni of IIT. Thank you.
The beginning is almost half done. That was an aspirant's welcoming speech flawlessly rendered. We promise to have a long-lasting friendship with our family, IIT. Thank you, sir.
Every alumnus is proud of their alma mater, where they were reared up. The alma mater that grew with them, and all the memories are fossilized down in their hearts. Years rolled on, and they feel to be on cloud nine to get a call from that nestling natives. An erotic moment, but equal pride is what the alma mater has in seeing its kids roaring high in the sky. Let our eyes witness how BIT has grown over years, and let our souls feel nostalgic. Here is a video clipping of BIT.
Dr. M.P. Vijay Kumar, retired IAS officer, to address the gathering.
Respected Chairman, Sri Sarava Kumar, Mr. Lenin, Mrs. Bhuvneshwari, Sri Reddy Garu, Chief Executive Principal, heads of departments, and all old students and their family members. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to talk to students, especially old students. Now, today is a very, very happy day because it's not just for the organization, even for you, for the old students, coming together with family and interacting, it must be a great pleasure for you. Now, we have been thinking of forming this Alumni Association for quite some time. In fact, it was Chairman's passion. He has been insisting right from the beginning that we must have a good Alumni Association. We must support this organization because they are a great source of strength for us. And it is unexploited potential. And he has been insisting, somehow it has been lagging behind. But today, we are able to give shape to these ideas. It is good for the organization, good for you as well. From your side, see, meeting your old friends, as a popular saying goes, what happens when we parted company? See, it was always a sad tale of many human lives. You get to know, you meet, you love, and then party. At the end of the fourth year, you leave the organization. It's a very sad tale, not only for you and for the organization as well. Now, this association of old students gives opportunity for you to meet again, exchange ideas, establish contacts, networking. See, with the social media now in place, we have excellent opportunity for continuous interaction, enriching yourself, not only yourself but also for the organization. This is my first point. I'll take just about 5-10 minutes to share some of my ideas on what is our vision for this association and what is our vision for the college. Now, the college, I've been associated with the college for the last 3-4 years intensively, even though earlier I've been doing it peripherally. Now, college is growing. College is growing brick by brick, step by step. Similarly, the Alumni Association, we have just formed an association now. We are just meeting. This is the first chapter, formally, even though informally it has been done. But now things are going to definitely progress and taking shape. The signals are very visible. I see a lot of young parents here. You're all extras. I would like to draw an analogy from child psychology. As a parent or as a would-be parent, I wish every one of you should get hold of a book on child psychology and read. You are going to have children. You have children. But should you not know how to grow them, how to groom them, how to develop them, how to respond? When a child is adamant, how do you respond? Now, the basic concept which I would like to draw analogy from child psychology, the child psychology, there's a concept called growth and development. The child grows. Now, the child growth meaning when the child is born, it's about average 3 kilos weight, and the height will be about 30 to 40 centimeters. In 3 months' time, 3 to 4 months' time, the weight should double. It should be somewhere around 5 to 6 kilos. Similarly, the height should be at least 1/4 extra. Now this progresses, both height and weight, along with brain and other organ development. It keeps on developing for first year, second year, third year, 5th year, 10th year. It progresses. So this is what we call growth. Growth is something physical. The child grows physically. But what is development? The development is functional development. That is, when the child is born, it is a 3.3 kg. And somewhere between second and third month, the child should be able to look at the face of the mother, recognize her. Third month, the child should be able to smile at the mother. I don't know how many of you have observed it. And again, when it crosses third month, the head should fix. You should be able to hold the child with the shoulder. The child should be able to stand on its own with the head. Head fixed properly. Fifth or sixth month, the child should be able to sit with support. Seventh, eighth, it should be able to crawl, walk with support. At the end of 1.5 years, the child should be able to learn to speak. 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, it should speak well. Same time, the concept of self should have been established. So these are all the stages of development. I just want you to know the subtle difference between growth and development. Growth is something physical, but development is something functional. For things to grow, it is enough you feed the child will grow. But for the development to take place, it requires a lot of stimulations. At the appropriate age, you must provide good atmosphere, conducive stimulation for the child to develop. Please get hold of a book on child psychology. And there's another book called What Do You Really Want for Your Children? By an international psychologist called Wayne Dyer. Every parent should read this book. Now, what lesson we draw from this growth and development? As I mentioned to you, I have been associated with the college for the last 3-4 years. Growth is taking place, and parallelly we are taking steps for development. Growth is physical every day. The college grows step by step, brick by brick. New additions of buildings, Wi-Fi, mess, new blocks, library, guest house, it is growing. But in terms of development, it is something subtle, it is something software issue, where we want every one of the student to become fully functional when he graduates from the college. You might have realized when you passed out, when you joined an industry, there is an ocean of gap, wide gap between what you read in your college and what industry expected from you. Have not you? Have not you? Whatever you have read in your college would have very little relevance in the industry. This is an anomaly of our system. But what we want to do in Bangalore, we want to bridge this gap. Now, whatever industry wants, we want to provide. It's very simple. What do industry want? Industry wants a person who can think. Industry wants a person who has got sound technical knowledge with skill to apply. Sound technical knowledge with skill to apply. Problem solving skills. That's what industry wants. Industry does not want a person who sits idle when a problem confronts. Industry does not want a person who cannot speak out, who cannot communicate, who is not a team player. Industry wants a person who is a team player, who works in a team, who can speak well, who can articulate well, who can express well, works in a team to solve a problem. Now, these skills will not come to an individual like a magic at the end of the fourth year, unless we groom them from day one. Chairman has been saying about the learning process which we are attempting in the college, precisely this. Now, all children, they learn to speak very well, fluently, at the end of the 1.5 to 2 years. They start speaking at the end of the 4th year, 5th year, they speak well. What does it indicate? It indicates that children have potential to learn. You studied 4 years in the college. But when you went and joined an industry, you found whatever you learned in the college has little relevance to the industry. Your technical knowledge, yes, but then in terms of application, in terms of its analysis, in terms of synthesis, you found little relevance. How did this happen? Because the college, we did not provide, not just our college, the entire higher education system is not grooming our individuals towards industry orientation. We are not successful in providing skills that are employable. The skills that are employable are your thinking skills, your problem solving skills, working in team, communication, expression. See, whatever you know, you must be able to speak out well. You must be able to express that. You might have seen in your industry, whomsoever is able to express well, speak well, he will shine. But what happens in the college? We are again doing this rote learning, making students to mug up and vomit. Whomsoever has a good knowledge base, information knowledge base, is able to succeed. But what we are doing now, we want to change this. As I mentioned to you, it's not just growth, it's development. Development is functional. If we want our children to blossom like flowers, this 4 years is very critical. We are fully aware of this deficiency and we are now trying to make good the deficiency by providing opportunity for the students to practice these skills in the classroom. As I mentioned, you have potential. Students have enormous potential. If they don't learn in the college, it means we are not providing them opportunity to practice these skills in the college. This is what we are doing. Now the vision is very clear. Now we have developed a methodology for teaching, learning, and for giving shape to it, we have developed indicators. There are key performance indicators for the students, key performance indicators for the faculty members. In addition, we want to prepare a holistic plan of action for every department. Nobody can shoot in the dark. If I try to shoot in the dark, I am bound to fail. It's designed to fail. I need to target and shoot. I am running a college. I am the representative of the management. I must know what is expected of me. I must know what is expected of the college. So without knowing what is the end result, things will drift. But in the college now we have clarity. What is it we want? We want every one of the 6,000 students to blossom like flowers when they graduate. What do? We give them these 4 or 5 important skills, namely sound technical knowledge with application skills, number 1. Secondly, working in team. They must be able to work in teams. Nobody, no industry will like a person who is a solo player. If you are going to work solo, you have no place in industry. The society is always interdependent. Therefore, we want the team spirit to be inculcated. Thirdly, good communication skills. These are the 3-4 areas. Now, we have developed indicators, interventions to provide opportunity for the students to groom these skills, and also indicators for the faculty members to impart these skills to the students. And we are in the process of preparing a holistic plan for every department. We will plan at least 1 year in advance. That every day what do we do? And this plan is focused towards achieving these skills. So these are we are planning. As I mentioned to you, this software part of development, growth happens by just pushing with the management. The development has to come from internal. But where is your role? What is the role of alumni in this? Please help us. Please feel free to write to us in what are the latest developments in industry and what deficiencies you underwent, what difficulties you faced, because it is like coming from the horse mouth. You know better. You are with us and you are in the industry now. You know what are the problems you faced, and please tell us in what direction we should grow, what should we tell our students, how do we groom them. This item 1. Secondly, we have been insisting our students, take your life seriously in the last 4 years. This 4 years of college life is going to be the foundation for the rest of your career. Suppose we are 20 years now, up to 8 years you are going to live. Your 60 years life is dependent on this 4 years career in the college. Please take it seriously. Somehow we feel that we have not been successful in bringing this seriousness to our students. Maybe when you come, when you address, when you will tell them how serious it is, it will have much more telling effect, much more acceptance, because you are like their elder brother. You are elder brothers and elder sisters. They are all your younger brothers. And we have a duty as alumni, as old students. You have a duty to groom your students. Kindly come to the college as many times as possible. We will have a small meeting. Tell them how important this 4 years college life is, how serious it is. This is the second thing we expect from you. Thirdly, in placement, we have good database. We are exploring. But what help we want from you? Networking. Because you are in different area, different field. You know what are the industry's needs, what are the emerging areas, where are the potential available. Just have a networking put in place, guide us, tell us, sir, these are the area and this industry is going to recruit so many people, but these are the places where you must approach, and this is a contact person. This knowledge base we require. So to sum up, college is fully geared up to develop. We are taking parallel steps along with growth and development. This is one step in our endeavor to improve development. As Alumni Association, you are going to help your own brothers by various ways. Incidentally, you also will start to gain, because it gives you enormous amount of pleasure to come back to college, meeting your old friends, and let us work together and let us prosper together. Thank you.
It is indeed our pleasure too, sir, to be enlightened by your words. Thank you, sir, for enlightening us upon the cutting edge of growth and development. Let us, from our side, also assure that our hands would join to be the torch bearers for the vision of our alma mater.